What's good, everybody? Welcome into the Early Edge. It is Wednesday, August 11th, 2021. This is your daily sports betting show of record, and the razor-thin line between winning and losing right now. Boy, the books in Vegas are really, really good. Last night, we lose the Mariners team total. They scored 4. It was 4.5. We ease our way back into tennis. More of that today. As the maestro always says, on to the next. Don't forget, if you're not a part of the community at YouTube, give us a follow, turn on those notifications, because you never know when a brand new episode is going to be in your feed. By the way, tomorrow we will have a PFL and Bellator only MMA episode with our guy Ian Parker. Before today, let's bring in the stars of the show. And as usual, running the three-man weave. M Squared. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Coach. Looking forward to it today. Got a lot. I got some 2 early tennis plays here. I can't wait to get to those. Very, very excited. It's going to be a good day.
Two things that excite M Squared: tennis and afternoon baseball. Oh, and Zack Attack, we have both today.
Yeah, we got to have some summer league action that I'll talk about here in a few minutes. A little mad about the Boston Red Sox yesterday. That was a bad loss, but it's going to happen with these bullpens. They had their chances. That's all you can say about that one.
Yeah, they had their chances and went down to the final inning, and then they just exploded. The Rays, if you could bet on the Rays just in the 9th inning, boy, you'd make $1 million. They're amazing late in the game. Amazing. Maestro, hello, sir.
Yeah, Coach, a very frustrating up and down night for me. Hitting the Tigers, 2 props lost. 1 prop that is a winner will cash later today when they finish that Mets-Nationals game, according to FanDuel rules. As long as they finish the game today, we're going to cash that under. So we'll make it a little bit of salve for the wounds from last night.
I cannot wait for the day when there's universal rules at all the sports books, whether it's paid or not paid. Because, man, Twitter lights up when there's a suspended game because of weather, because every book's different. Every book's different. All right, let's jump right in. Storylines that could affect the betting lines today. And, Zach, I know you're all over the Summer League there in California and Vegas. What do you have for us today?
Yeah, this is right about that time. They're all in Vegas right now, Coach. This is about that time where teams want to sit down their main assets. So take a look before you place a bet on whether they're going to sit down their first-round picks or even their first-year players, like, for example, Emmanuel Quickly from the Knicks. There's no way that he's going to continue to play the minutes and the action that he's seeing in Summer League. And it's also a chance for these assistant coaches that are coaching these Summer League teams to evaluate that roster a little bit further to see who's going to end up getting the training camp invites. And then I do want to mention the Summer League lines. They don't come out until after the show, so I can't give them out on here, but I will give them out on Twitter as I did the past couple of days.
That's right. At Cimini. Give him a follow on social media. Turn on the notifications. We can only lead you to the water. We can't make you drink. At Cimini. All right, Maestro, I know that as we continue to grow and add content here at the show, that there's also more football content coming from our extended group. What do you got?
Yeah, brand new show launched by CBS called Fantasy Football Today DFS. I had the chance to check out the first episode. I definitely encourage everyone to take a listen. Of course, McClure is on there along with Frank Stanfield, Sia Najad, and also I know Jacob Gibbs is going to be on. And I learned a lot just from the first episode. I learned that Mike plays tennis 4 to 5 times a week. I learned that Mike has a background in mechanical engineering in addition to programming. But I also learned, seriously, I did learn some cash game strategies. I learned why you should target 3-player games. I just learned a ton because I'm not a DFS pro in any way. So it's a great pod. It flew by, and they're going twice a week. They're going to be during the season, Tuesdays and Thursdays during the season. Second episode going to drop, I believe, later today.
Boy, there is nobody that promotes our shows better than you do. I tell you what, I just learned 4 things because I'm less than a DFS amateur. I'm like a beginner. So I know they talk at all levels on that show. Can't wait to be a loyal listener. Thank you very much, Maestro, for that. All right, let's jump into our boards for today. If you're not a member of the community at SportsLine, what in the world are you waiting on? Use that promo code EDGE. We're going to give you 30 days for free. You can check out all the analysis, all the cappers, all the simulations. You get access to everything, if I can talk today. And then you'll want to roll this after that because there's so much information. And as I always say, knowledge is power. All right, 1 play from the site today, and we're going to go right back to Martin Green. Hasn't he been terrific during this summer of soccer? We're going to go UEFA Super Cup. Chelsea to win in 90, -137 over Villarreal. This is the Champions League winner against the Europa League winner. and they've won 7 of the last 8 when they meet. And we're going right back to the well again today. Take Chelsea to win in 90. All right. I loved having tennis back on the show yesterday. We've got more today. M Squared, you're up first.
All right, we're heading back to ATP Toronto, and this first one you're going to want to get in because it's going to start about 1 hour from now. That's going to be John Isner. We're going to be taking him in straight sets. It might be listed as -1.5 sets at your book. Around +120. I got it +122. It's kind of floating in that range in the market. His opponent here is simply a clay court specialist. I hit on it yesterday, but the key differences between the clay court and the hard court. The clay court is going to be the high bounce is going to be very slow court. The hard court's going to be a very fast court. If you know anything about John Isner, he has a really dominant serve, very difficult to return, especially on the hard courts here. I think this is a massive mismatch for him. So I love John Isner in this one, straight sets +122. And then my second matchup, Nishikori versus Humbert Hurkacz. I love Hurkacz here, -115. Nishikori is one of these guys that's on a massive positive run right now. He had the upset of Rublev at the Olympics, and then I believe he went all the way to the semifinal last week at the City Open on an awesome run right now for him. However, 31 years old, 5'10", facing a 6'5", guy who's 24 years old, who plays very, very well on hard courts, has had a ton of success against big names on hard courts this year. This is an obvious misprice here. If this match had happened the week of the Olympics instead of the Olympics, Hurkacz would be -200 or greater favorite here. Wow. This is all based on Nishikori's recent success. However, I think there's a lot of fatigue here after coming from the Olympics over to the City Open directly the next week, having that deep run there. I think he runs out of gas today.
Wow, so many nuggets that you just aren't going to get anywhere else. And according to the Maestro, in your life of leisure there in Nashville, you know all about tennis. 4 to 5 days a week you get to play. Wow. All right. Zack Attack, you're up next.
All right, Coach. One play on the diamond with the Oakland A's, currently -145 price against the Cleveland Indians. This one stands out to me. I was evaluating which play I'm going to go with on the show. It opened at -125, quickly rose up. You just don't see that too often, especially with a road team against a team of the caliber of the Cleveland Indians. But you look at yesterday's game, it came from behind and won in extra innings, but it wasn't just an ordinary win. They needed 8 innings from the bullpen after Sean Manaea was pulled after 1.2 innings. I think they continued that success today. And the last 3 games in this series have all been low scoring, 7 runs or under. I think you take the team with a winning pedigree as the A's are on a 5-game win streak. Let's take Oakland to get another win to get the 6-game win streak.
Yeah, I was on the A's last night, so I was very happy, courtesy SportsLine and all the crew here at the show. All right, he's our anchor. He's our heartbeat, and he has targeted a side today so far. But as always, don't forget to follow him on social media. Always propping it like it's hot. Maestro, floor is yours.
Yeah, Coach, I actually posted 2 plays on SportsLine already today. I love both of them. I'll just give one here, and that's the Rockies to lose again on the road. I'm going to play the Astros on the run line, -1.5. It's -125. You've got Antonio Senzatella. He's had 7 road starts this season. The Rockies have lost all 7, a 6.03 ERA. This is his second start back from the COVID list. Had a decent start last time, but then it fell apart on him in the 5th inning. And then once we get past him, we get to the second worst bullpen in all of baseball with the Rockies, a 5.89 ERA. Valdez on the mound has just been rock solid for Houston. Not spectacular, but very solid 3.40 ERA at home. No homers allowed last 3 starts. I'll take the Astros. They still are fighting with the Rays, fighting with the White Sox for the best record in the AL. So the motivation is there. I'm taking them on the run line. It's an early start.
Yeah, and it's amazing. It's amazing how different the Rockies are at home as opposed to what they are on the road. I mean, 2 completely different teams. By the way, you mentioned an afternoon start. It's M Squared's favorite thing. Afternoon baseball and tennis. He's a happy camper. All right, we're up against it. Grab your paper, grab your pencil. Here is our recap, and it looks absolutely glorious. M Squared, he's on a couple of tennis plays today. Isner in straight sets, +122. Then Hurkacz, straight just to win, -115. Then Zack Attacks on the A's, -145. Then Maestro, you heard him, already won at the site, then won here. Astros, -1.5. And then from SportsLine, we're going to go Chelsea to win in 90, -137 over Villarreal. Then the Gary special parlay of the day, +398. We're going to put these 3 things together. Chelsea to win, Astros on the run line, and then A's on the money line. Give us a return. Change a life. Don't forget, participate in our perfect parlay contest. Leave a best bet at YouTube And then if one of our cappers goes to at least 2-0, or the gem hits, or Gary's hits, then you will be eligible to win a year-long subscription. You've got your marching orders on this Wednesday. Let's take all these tickets straight to the pay window. For M Squared, for Zack Attack, for the Maestro, and for Greg, do not call him Gary, our producer. I'm the coach. Remember, here every single day, 7 days a week, we like to call it the Early Edge. Good luck. Do you want best bets in your feed every single day? All you have to do is hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all things Early Edge.